no, you got this. And now because you always take it from me, so I'm just going to ask in advance.
I was
like, no, I won't do that. Then introduce her like I want mine. So I wanted to introduce Autumn because I was asked to be in her 80-day test group 2 years ago. And I literally was at like such a low in my business and such a low like physically. And then I got this message, like this super secret message, like you want to be in this group, and they're not telling you who the trainer is, and they're not telling you what it is, but you're going to commit to 80 days of no alcohol and of eating on-time nutrition and all this stuff. And so I was like, fine, like I need something, and I said yes. And so I went in this group, and I just like, yes, I had amazing results, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. This woman is the hardest woman, like working woman at Beachbody. Results with her. But she showed up in that test group every single freaking day. She liked every single post, she commented on every single post, she went live all the time answering our questions. One day I was freaking out and I was like, oh my god, Autumn, I think I ate on the wrong plan for like the last 2 weeks. And I was like, I don't know what to do. She's like, can I call you? And I was like, yes. And I got on the phone with her, she calmed my ass down and I figured things out. And I was like, never mind, I was doing it right the whole time, I'm just really tired. Anyway, she's amazing and I think we should be so grateful. We're all talking about gratitude today that she is part of Beachbody. So I want to introduce you.
Thank you for that. What's that mean? I'm energized. Like a house and outing. Who does that? Okay, so first of all, super excited to be here. Thank you for that. God, can you guys believe that 80 Day Obsession's been 2 years now? Yeah, really, since the time I filmed it, it's crazy. And it's really funny because you mentioned how you got that super secret email, and I actually forgot about that part, where they sent this super secret email, and they told everybody that they couldn't drink for 80 days. And I got hate mail. Swear to God. Like, so many coaches that got the email were messaging me, and they're like, it's you, isn't it? Like, they know it's me. They're like, I know it's you. And they were freaking out going, oh my God, I don't know if I can go 80 days without alcohol. And so I actually was like, okay, cool, let's have some hard truth right now. If you can't go 80 days without alcohol, you have a bigger problem on your hands. Hard truth, because like, don't get me wrong, I love a good glass of wine. If you told me not to have a cocktail every once in a while right now, I wouldn't be the happiest person in the world. But I would be able to do it. Like if somebody was like, oh, do 80 Day Obsession right now, no alcohol, I'd be like, oh, all right, fine. You know, it's not always the best. But I did this post the other day, and here we are. It's November 2nd, right?
Yes.
November 2nd. I did this like 2 days before Halloween. Sorry, I don't know where I am. It's so interesting to me because I was, Tanya Barron was at my house. We had a baby shower for a friend of ours. And I was talking to her about the business, and she was like, girl, this is like the slowest month in years for me. And I was like, well, yeah, it's October, it's always slow. And she's like, yeah, but it's slower than usual. And then I was talking to Carl, and I was like, are you killing it with work? And he's like, hey, you doing all right? And I was like, what? Like, what? It's a walla. What are you talking about? Like, I thought for sure that I was going to have to be all irritated, that somebody beat my numbers again. And I was like, what do you mean we're just doing aight? And he's like, it's not as good as I hoped. And here we are. Now, I have been in the fitness industry for 15 years. So this is not a Beachbody thing, okay? This is a nationwide thing. What is it with you guys that I don't just limit that to the room? What is it about October that everybody says, screw it? Like literally, it is the most frustrating thing in the world to me as a health and fitness professional that we get to the fall and there is some mental shift that people decide to stop. And if anybody has the actual answer, I'm all ears because I have not solved the problem. But I don't know what this is. Is we go hard all summer long? Do you burn yourselves out all summer long? Like, I did a Facebook Live, and I was like, hit me with your excuses. And yes, that's exactly what I'm going to call them. Come on, give me your excuses. It's too cold up here. Okay, bullshit. Sorry. Welcome to Team Beachbody. You work out in your house. on Beachbody or pressing play on Netflix and sitting your butt down on the couch. Nothing. You're being lazy. Okay? Cold, whatever. It's also 9 million degrees in the summer. It's 110 at my house every day for 2 months. Try working on that. So, okay, it's cold. We're going to let that one go. What else? What about the change of seasons?
Yeah.
The change of season. The season changed. I can't work out anymore, clearly. It's dark outside. I can't work out, clearly. Do you have a light switch? Turn it on! Flip that bitch on. I am sorry. It gets darker and I get that it gets depressing because Cleveland is depressing. That's my whole town. It's so depressing as can be. But you guys, who has seen? Who knows who Calabrese is? Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins makes you happy.
Happy people just do
Happy
things.
people don't kill their husbands, but that's not the point. But you said the change of seasons and it gets more depressing. Guess what? Give yourself an endorphin boost with your workout. What else you got for me?
No time.
Oh, okay. Want to step into my world? Listen, we are all busy, but we all get the same 24 hours in a day. And I get that everybody's got different reasons why they're super busy, right? Like, some people it could be about like they have to work longer hours, they don't have help maybe with the kids. You're running here, you're running there, you gotta do the dinner thing, everything. I get it. But we all are busy, and we're all busy in our own ways. But if that's your reason for not being healthy, guess what? Guess what you're gonna have to start to make time for? You're gonna have to start making time for being sick. And that's not a cliche, you guys. I know we hear that all the time, like, if you don't make time for your health, then you have to make time for being sick. But it is true. Think about it. Okay, let me knock on wood somewhere. I might get sick one time a year. And that's only if my little carrier monkey son really gets something bad and I gotta have his germs breathing all up on me. But I might get sick one time a year. That is not a coincidence. If you take care of your body, if you eat right, if you exercise, if you get enough sleep, if you practice self-care, then your body is healthy and then you're not going to get sick. If you prioritize things, you're really telling me you don't have 30 minutes in your day to push play on the workout at your house. You don't have to go anywhere. Let me reiterate that. It's at your house. It happens at your house. You don't have to go anywhere. There's no drive time to the gym. There's no drive time home. You're already at home, so if you need to get a shower in, you can. But that whole not having time, guess what? I see way too many people scrolling and tapping and liking. Put your phone down and get a workout in. You're here today, right? How many people you think will have their phone up while I teach? Don't think I won't call you out. But it happens all the time. We have this excuse. We have this excuse about I don't have time. But if you really stop and look at your day, I guarantee you can find 30 minutes. You can get up 30 minutes earlier. You can go to bed 30 minutes later. You can scroll a few minutes less throughout the entire day. You know the average person checks their phone over 100 times an hour? Yeah. How's that for a statistic for you? 100 times an hour. Oh my God, do something else. Social media is not that entertaining and you're not missing anything. Like, is social media changing your life for the better? Probably not, unless maybe you're working your business and helping somebody else. But more often than not, you're on there and what are you doing? You're looking at Pinterest and you're like, ooh, that food recipe looks good. Ooh, look at that dessert. Really all you're doing is tempting yourself. Or you're looking at somebody else and you're comparing your body to somebody else. Ugh, I'm never gonna look like that. Ugh, I can't do what they do. Put the phone down and maybe you will. Like, you guys, come on, give me another excuse. What else you got?
I just don't want to.
You just don't want to. That might be the first legit excuse I've heard. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. She doesn't want to do it. And that's okay. That's a choice too, to accept where you are. But then don't bitch about it. Right? Right? Because you have that choice. You have the choice to live in the body that you're in and keep things exactly the way they are. You just can't complain about your choice to stay where you are. You can't walk around and say, oh man, my jeans don't fit, and I don't feel good about myself, and I don't want to go out, and I always feel tired, and I always feel sluggish, and I'm always bloated, if you're not willing to take the steps to change it. Right? Yes. I talk about my food sensitivities all the time, and what I went through like 2.5, 3 years ago. This is still a daily process for me. Once your body gets messed up, it does not fix easily, okay? So it is still a choice every single day that I have to make to be on the journey to continue to heal my body and heal my gut. And there are days where it's really easy, and there are days where I think I did great, and yet for some reason my stomach will be killing me. I'm like, what did I eat this time? I ate perfectly. I ate exactly all the things I was supposed to, and none of the things I'm not. Am I stressed? Did I not get enough sleep? Did I not drink enough water? Is my body just pissed off today? So like, there's always a journey that you're going on. And I think we get stuck in this mentality of like, oh, I did it for 3 months. I did 80-day obsession. I'm good now. Yeah, you'd be good for about 1 week. Right. 1 week afterwards. If you stop, watch how quick it unravels. It's like tugging at the thread. You tug at it and it's like it just unravels. It's not money in the bank. Fitness and nutrition are not money in the bank. And I do think that we are stuck in the mentality that it is. I put the work in this summer. I can relax now. It's fall. Doesn't work that way. You put the work in yesterday. That doesn't mean you slack today. You have to put the work in every single day. And you also have to stop calling it work. You have to just start accepting it as like, this is something I want to do. This is something I choose to do. I want to be healthy. I want to feel good. It has to stop being about the number on the scale only. Because otherwise, you step on the thing every day and you judge yourself based on one silly little number that may or may not change based on 100 different factors of what is going on. Ladies, hormones, welcome to them. Depending on where you're at in your cycle, that might change the number on the scale. Did you get enough sleep? That might change the number on the scale. Did you go out to dinner and eat salty food? That might change the number on the scale. So you can't judge yourself based on the number on the scale. You have to get up with the mentality of like, I work out just like I brush my teeth. I would never not brush my teeth every day. Ew. They're gonna fall out of your face. First of all, they're gonna rot out of your mouth. And nobody's going to want to talk to you because your breath's going to smell. Now, the same thing doesn't exactly happen, obviously, with our fitness. Like, it's a slower process. But we started to have this mentality of accepting it. And I'm probably going to get creamed for what I'm going to say right now. But I'm going to say it anyways. There's body positive, and then there is going too far in the opposite direction of body positive. And we're going too far. We're going so far over here and saying we have to accept everybody, and every size is okay. And here's the thing: I'm not saying don't love yourself no matter what size you are. Absolutely love yourself at whatever size you are. But unhealthy is unhealthy. Obese or morbidly obese is obese or morbidly obese. It's dangerous, right? The amount, if you're carrying an excessive amount of fat on your belly, that is the most dangerous kind of fat there is. That is leading to lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle diseases are the #1 killer for us. How insane is that? We are dying by choice. Literally, people are dying younger from more painful things that could just be prevented if we moved our bodies a little bit, and if we put some broccoli in instead of some Twinkies. Like, these are not hard things to change. Now, is sugar addiction hard to break? Yeah, not easy. Is it impossible? No. Do you have tools to do it? Yes. Do you have a community to support you? Yes. Is it going to be perfect every single day? No. But do you have to try? Yes. You guys, we can't get are changing because it's darker, because family's coming in town and they stress us out, so all of a sudden we gotta drink a bottle of wine a night. Listen, if I drank because family's stressing me out, I wouldn't be here. I'd be pretty bored, okay? Like, for real. I don't even share half this stuff. So we can't use all these outside factors as reasons to make ourselves unhealthy. They say that all the time, just like carrying hate to somebody else really is just poison to you, right? Letting all these outside factors influence what you reach for and put in your body, that's not hurting them, that's hurting you. Has a glass of wine ever actually cured your stress? Raise your hand if it has. One or two things. But what I mean by that is, like, has it cured the problem long term? I'm going to give you guys an example. My dad is the biggest pain in the ace in the world. I love him to death, but oh my God, he tortures me. I moved my dad to LA 3 years ago. Put him in a very lovely apartment I lived in for 7 years, okay? Clearly it was fine. He called me every day to complain about this apartment. By the way, he wasn't paying for it. I it's too noisy, and the dogs, and the da-da-da-da-da-da. So after 3 years, I got tired of listening to my dad bitch, and I said, fine, I'll move you. So my dad, who lives alone, decides he needs a 3-bedroom house. Swear to God. He needs a 3-bedroom house. I gotta rent him a 3-bedroom house. Dad, why do you need a 3-bedroom house? Well, for when my grandsons come to visit. That would be my child and my sister's 2 boys. They might spend the night at his house once a month. He needs a 3-bedroom house for when his grandsons might come to visit. Drove him all over town for a month. Every day. Mind you, I work. I have a job. Like 3 of them. And he's calling me, I need to go see this house. I need to go see that house. And every house I take him to is not good enough. There's another reason. I'm calling Bobby. And I'm yelling at my brother. Because my brother left LA and moved back to New York. And I'm screaming at him, you left me here to deal with this by myself. You guys, stress every day. He finally picked a house. Then it turned into a whole other thing about moving him into that house. Dad's weird. Doesn't like anybody to touch his stuff. He had to pack all the boxes by himself. He has bad thumbs, arthritis. He had surgery on one of them 3 months ago. So he packs all the boxes by himself, but calls me every day to bitch about the fact that his thumb hurts. This is my life, okay? This is me in between, like, answering calls from Beachbody, trying to talk about monthly fix and master series, and I got my dad ringing my phone. If I drank every time the phone rang and it said Dad, I would never be sober, okay? So you cannot let stress. My whole point is that, yes, every once in a while I pour that glass of wine because I'm like, okay, you tortured me this week. But that glass of wine doesn't change whether or not my dad called me to complain about his sore thumbs or whether or not the movers showed up or parked the car in the right place or anything else, okay? Glass of wine doesn't solve it. What about junk food? Anybody ever ate a cookie that just changed the day? Boss yelled at you, came home, ate the row of Oreos, and all of a sudden it doesn't matter that your boss yelled at you anymore?
Yeah. For about
Yes,
5
really?
minutes.
Who's saying yes? Stand up. Who said yes? I heard it. Seriously. You ate the row of Oreos, and it no longer matters that your boss yelled at you. Alright, I got nothing. Point being is, you guys, these things that we lean on for emotional eating, it's a quick fix. All it is a mild serotonin or endorphin rush. You eat the sugar spikes a pattern in your brain, just like if you did a line of cocaine. Yes, it's the exact same thing. And you get a temporary high from it. You might feel better for a few minutes, but more than likely you're going to feel worse afterwards. Because you're going to eat it, it's going to taste good for the 5 seconds that you inhale it, and then you're going to spend the rest of the night beating yourself up because I ate so good all day long. Why do I always do that right at the end of the day? Why did I do so well? And then I went for the bag of cookies and I couldn't stop myself. Why are the bag of cookies in the house? Yeah, none in my house, trust me. I don't have a super superpower other than I don't buy it. That's my superpower, is I don't go down that aisle in the grocery store because I am the exact same way. I have stressful nights. If it's in my house, I just might end up in there reaching for it. I don't keep 10 bottles of wine at my house. There might be one, maybe, sometimes, because I don't need to go reach for it. I have other methods in place to handle the stress. But here we are. We're in November. We have 2 months left in the year. Even crazier, we have 2 months left in the decade. Right? How crazy is that? Anybody realize that? You have 2 months left in the decade? Yeah, that's a big, like, what? Okay, who's done 80-day obsession? How do we finish our workouts?
Strong!
Say it again. How do we finish our workouts?
Strong!
Okay, how are you going to finish 2019? Strong. That didn't sound very fun. I didn't even buy it a little bit. How are you going to finish 2019?
Strong!
Yeah, we can all say it in here. We can all yell it together. But you have 2 months left to finish this year out strong, okay? So it doesn't matter what else has happened throughout the year. You still have 2 months to give it everything you've got and a little bit more. And believe it or not, a lot can happen in 2 months, okay? That is 2/3 of the way through 80-day obsession that you can be. That is almost 3 rounds of 21-day fix. What was the slogan for 21-day fix? 15 pounds in 21 days. You can lose up to 15 pounds in 21 days, right? Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to lose 15 pounds, but can you imagine if right now, starting today, you made the commitment to one of your fitness and your nutrition programs, and you went all in for the next 2 months, and you didn't give me the bullshit excuses, I'm sorry, but I'm always allowed to swear, so now I am too. Sorry, kids, don't repeat what I said. Let go of the excuses. I don't care that it's cold, I don't care that it's dark earlier, I don't care that the seasons are changing. I know that the holidays are coming. Let's count it. How many holidays do we have? Halloween, it's past, so guess what? That candy, get it out of your house. Would you ever go to the store in July with a bucket the size of a Halloween bucket, fill it up with mini candy bars, bring it home, and start eating it for the next 2 months? In July, would you do it? So why in October? Because Halloween came and so it's allowed? It's okay? The calories don't count? No! Get rid of the bucket! Don't eat it! Give it away! Do whatever you have to do. Halloween is 1 day and it's over, okay? So let that go. What else we got? We got Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is 1 day. It's 1 day. It's not a week. So you don't eat Thanksgiving dinner for 7 more days after Thanksgiving, okay?
Wow.
You don't eat 14 pies at Thanksgiving dinner, okay? You also could make some pretty amazing fix-aid recipes and actually be eating a lot healthier so that if you did happen to eat it more than 1 time, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But we got 2 holidays so far, Halloween and Thanksgiving. Okay, what else we got? Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, we got Hanukkah coming in there. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and we'll say Hanukkah, but I'm going to count it as 4-ish. Because I know Hanukkah's 8 days, we got Christmas Eve, so I'm giving you 4. I'm giving you 4 days. We're at 4. We got 4 holidays total in 2 months, right? What else we got? New Year's Eve, that's 5. New Year's Day, that's 6. You have 6 days in the next 8 weeks that might not be your best days of eating, okay? That's less than 1 treat day a week. If you actually only stick to the holiday and enjoy the holiday on that day only, you're not doing so bad. You're not gonna get off track. It's when you start going, oh, everybody brought all the junk food to the office. And now it's in there, and it's in the break room, and I ate it every single day, and there's 7 holiday parties this week, and I have to go to all of them, and clearly I have to have 4 cocktails at all of them. These are the choices. These are your choices. You are not forced to drink at every holiday party. You're not forced to go to every holiday party. Ask how many I go to. I turn them all down. You guys, I love being at home. I hate going out. I really do. It's terrible. My brand manager yells at me. She's like, I need you to go to this event. I'm like, what time is it? 7. Where's it at? Hollywood? No. Absolutely not. I'm not driving there. My point is, though, is that people say, oh, it's the season and I gained 10 pounds because it's the season. It's 6 days in the season. The season isn't about food. The season is a lot about celebrating thankfulness and family. And, you know, if you're celebrating a religious holiday, it's supposed to be about that religion, not about presents and cake and cookies and how many times can you bake cookies in the month of December. Like, so you have 2 months to decide how you're going to finish out this year and how you're going to finish out this decade. Are you going to finish it with the caution to the wind attitude and just let it all go and all that hard work that you just put in over the summer? Or are you going to get laser focused and finish it strong? Yeah. I hope that you guys are going to finish it strong because you're sitting in a room that's all about Beachbody. How many people are coaches? Okay, so be the proof the product works. You guys cannot tell people to do all of these things. Get on your nutrition plan and do a workout and stick with me and then not do it yourself and post photos of you out partying and look at me eating crap. Like, nobody trusts you. Believe me, nobody trusts you. Let me tell you how I know. I worked in the gym industry for 7 years, okay? I'm not saying you need to be shredded, but I'm saying people pay attention, okay? So your business is about health and nutrition and fitness. I would never hire a trainer that didn't practice what they preached. I'm not saying they had to be super lean or super shredded, but it's real obvious who practices what they preach and who doesn't. I'm never, me personally, never hiring the person that is going to try to tell me to do something that they won't do. The coach I used when I trained for fitness competitions was a bodybuilder competitor. Yes, I'm training with you. You understand my pain. You know what I'm going through. You are leading the way. You went there before me. You know what's going to happen. You can tell me what my body is going to feel like as I start to go through this. And guess what? He was a good coach, and he did. He'd be like, okay, this is what you're doing this week. Just FYI, you're going to feel like crap. All right, I'm ready. I'm mentally prepared. You told me I'm going to feel like crap. I'm ready to feel like crap. But I know, and I'm ready. But guess what? He had my back every step of the way. He checked in on me every day. How you feeling? How's your energy level? And every time I had something that didn't feel right, he had something I could try to make me feel better. You guys have those tools. Ultimate Portion Fix, Master Series. Even though Master Series is ending, there's still 2 months left in Master Series, and if you bought it now, you can backlog every single thing that's been up since April. We're moving over into the monthly fix. The stuff I've put together for you in there, for not just you guys as coaches, but also for your challengers, like, it's gonna help everybody so much. And you get to earn commission off of it, so that's pretty amazing. But these are the tools that you have to not only help yourself finish strong, but to help your challengers finish strong. Where are your challengers at right now? It's the last 2 months of the year. Are you letting them all fall off? Are you like, it's the holidays, I gotta prepare for the holidays, so I'm just not gonna reach out to that person, they haven't really been around? This is when they need you the most. This is when people get depressed. People, when they don't have family around, when the holidays are coming and they're lonely. This is when they need their support system the most. This is when your group should be going the strongest. You guys should be getting in there, cheering each other on every single day. I got your back. I'm here for you. Happy holidays to you. Let's do, I don't know, everybody loves to do like turkey trots on Thanksgiving, right? Well, maybe all your challengers aren't in the same state. Why don't you do an online quote-unquote turkey trot? It's equal to 3 miles and it usually takes about 30 minutes. Push play on 21 Day Fix. That's 30 minutes and it'll be equal to your turkey trot. And you guys can do it on a Zoom together. And there you go. Get creative, but do not finish this year half-assing it. Because not only will you finish this year, you're going to finish this decade with that mentality. We're going into 2020. 2020 is all about vision. What's your vision for next year? What's your vision for yourself? What's your vision for your business? What's your vision for the next decade? Ooh, that's big. That's scary, right? A little bit. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. Where do you want to be next year? Like, seriously, go home, whether you scrapbook it, whether you vision board it, whether you write it down in a notebook. You don't have to wait until January 1st to set resolutions or set goals. What is it? How do you want to finish this year right now? And what is that vision for next year? What is that vision for your life for the next 10 years? Maybe you're a brand new coach. Where do you want your business to go? You have to have a vision, and then you have to have a plan. And you've got a world of people here to help you, not just in this room, but about 350,000 more in the community that are all ready, willing, and anxious to help you guys. So I want you guys to put that into perspective. I want you to take that mentality as we go into these last 8 weeks. I said on social media, I don't know if you guys have seen it, anybody that starts a group between now and the end of the year, I will do as many coach calls for groups as I can from now until the end of the year. But you have to have a group going. Whatever group, get a group with one of my programs. You could do Ultimate Portion Fix with 6 weeks of work. I will come on and talk to that group for you. It could be 21 day fix, 80 day obsession. It could be yoga, whatever you guys want to do. Get a group going. Put it with Ultimate Portion Fix Nutrition, or use one of my workout programs. I gotta be in there somewhere, so I have something to speak to them about. I don't want to go speak on another trainer's program only, that's not right. But get a group together, message me or message corporate, and let them know you have your group, and when it's starting, I will line these calls up back to back. That is how I'm gonna finish 2019 strong, helping you guys. I can make promises, but if nobody puts a group together, I'm going to be online by myself. All right, where am I at, Joan? How much time do I have for questions?
You've got like 10 minutes for questions.
I got 10 minutes for questions. So, who's got a question? Don't be shy now. Oh, seriously? Because y'all message me all day long. Yes, just say it loud.
The portion fix through menopause.
Oh, you guys, I get this question all the time. Portion fix through menopause. Everybody keeps asking me to make a portion fix program through menopause. There isn't one! It's the same thing! It's the same thing. Listen, here's the true story. I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a licensed nutritionist. I study nutrition all the time. But unless you have a very specific medical condition happening with menopause, something aside from just the normal hormonal changes, there's nothing different that you change with your eating. You want to lose weight? You eat in the weight loss formula. You want to maintain your weight? You eat in the maintenance formula. You push hard through those workouts. You don't say, I'm this age, so I guess I'm just not going to lose this weight. It might take you a little bit longer. That's normal, because as our hormones change, as we lose a little testosterone, get a little more estrogen, it doesn't make it easy. But in terms of eating, there's not a whole lot that you change. Supplements, maybe, but that's not my place to recommend those. That comes from a doctor. So you could definitely talk to your doctor. Are there any supplements they want you to take? But eating healthy, exercise, that's what you do through menopause. Listen, I've trained a lot of women through menopause. And here's what I can tell you. I actually had 2 best friends that I used to train, one back to back. And one of them was like insane about her nutrition. Like, this woman never steered off of her nutrition. She never missed a workout. I trained her 5 days a week at 5 a.m. That was not fun, but I loved her. Her menopause was like nothing. Like, she'd be like, yeah, I'm in it. No hot flashes, no issues sleeping, no, like nothing, no symptoms. Her best friend trained her 4 days a week. This woman loved to tell me about the crap she ate every night. They were in the movie industry, and they had huge parties at their house. Like, they were big in the movie industry, film editing, sound editing. So they had like celebrities at their house all the time. And she'd be like, oh, Autumn, Calabrese was here yesterday and made the most delicious flatbread for us, and da-da-da, and I ate and I drank a bottle of wine, and then she'd be doing the workout with ice packs tucked into her boobs. I swear to God. She would literally be like, adjusting the ice pack, sticking it, and then she was like, I have SIBO, and I have this, and I have that, and I was like, man, you want to try to eat differently? What are you doing? Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't say that that was the exact reason, but that's just two examples. I had a lot of people, the ones who eat healthy and exercise regularly were always the ones that told me their menopause symptoms were minimal. The ones that ate terrible and refused to listen to my advice, no matter how much they paid me, which was also crazy. Why do you pay somebody if you're not going to follow what they say? They'd be the ones that complain. So there really is, that's why there is no quote-unquote 6-8 menopause plan, because it's the same thing. You still eat the same way. You just have to be a little bit more patient and know that it might not happen as fast as it happened in your 20s. Doesn't even happen as fast at 39 as it happened in your 20s. Trust me, I eat like one bad thing, and like I'm gonna pay for that for a week. All right, what else you got? Yes.
Do you have any tips for not overdoing your exercise and making sure you get enough food?
Okay, so tips for not overdoing your exercise and making sure you're getting enough food. So my tip for not overdoing your exercise would be to pick a plan. Pick a program, right? So if you're doing 6 weeks of the work, you're doing 6 weeks of the work and you're following that workout program. Because Beachbody hires very smart trainers. We all have backgrounds in this. We've all been doing this for years. We don't just throw stuff together. Everything is very scientifically based. It's spread out, it's tested. That's why we have rest days in there. The only time you really start to overdo it is when you don't listen to us. When you have one workout that day and you decide to do 3. Or it's rest day and you decide not to do rest day. Or it's yoga or Pilates and you message me and say, can I do cardio again? Because I don't like yoga. No! If I wanted you to do cardio again, I would have put cardio there. Yoga is an active rest day. If you don't want to do yoga, then sit your butt there and stretch for 30 minutes. Because that's the whole point of yoga in 21 Day Fix. Is to stretch it out. You need a rest day. If you're going to beat your body up, you've got to take the rest days too. So if you're following a fitness program and you stick to just the fitness program, then you shouldn't be overdoing it on your exercise. It's when you start to go think that you are smarter than what the program is and you start to do more and more and more, that's when you overdo it. And in terms of your food, again, this one gets me. Autumn, I calculated my formula and weight loss puts me in plan C. That seems like too much food, so I'm eating an A.
I love C.
I mean, seriously, if I was allowed to smack people in the back of the head, I would smack people in the back of the head for that one. My weight loss formula puts me in C. It seems like too much food. I'm eating an A. You're starving. Literally. The weight loss formula already has you at a deficit of 750 calories a day. That's a big deficit. I actually fought against that deficit and lost. I actually wanted you guys at a 500 calorie deficit a day. And like I said, I didn't win that battle. It's okay. I'm okay with it. An extra 250 is not the end of the world. But you drop down 2 more brackets, you're looking at a 1,200 calorie a day deficit. That is massive. You are wreaking havoc on your metabolism, your hormones, your vitamins, your minerals, and then you're wondering why you're not losing weight. And then you exercise more. And then you are losing even more calories because you're burning more without putting in enough food. The formula is there, you guys. It's a scientific formula that's been used for years. They use it with athletes, Olympic athletes, NBA, like NFL. Like, this formula is not something I just pulled out of thin air. The Harris-Benedict formula, look it up. Harris-Benedict formula is a real thing. We just took an easier calculation of the Harris-Benedict formula. It's still the same formula. You can do the really long one, that's like this, that you have to do like 17 times to make sure you actually did math right. Or you can do my formula and it'll get you the exact same number. The bottom line is you have to follow the formula and then you have to eat in that bracket. It's not that much food. It might take a little adjusting because maybe you're not used to eating nutritious food, so it seems like a lot. But Nothing makes me more mad when people tell me like, oh, bracket B is too much food or bracket C is too much food. And they're the same person that when they came in for their interview with me, told me they'd eat a large piece and wash it down with 4 or 5 beers at night. Oh, I'm sorry, is a little broccoli and chicken and rice too much food for you? Get out of here. Like, come on. It's a mindset thing. Oh, it's too much food. No, you don't want to eat that many vegetables. Let's call it what it is. So, follow the formula and you will be okay to make sure you're getting enough food. Who else? Oh yeah, now everybody's popping up. Yes, Joan.
I have one that was sent in to us, and it says, as a trainer, you have to motivate people every day to stick to their workout, stick to their nutrition, even when they aren't seeing results right away, and even when it's hard. What are your tips for coaches for getting their coaches to see that like they can continue coaching through the hard, or even when they're not seeing results yet?
What is my tip for a coach to coach a challenger?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I understood who was coaching who.
Yeah.
So how do I get the coach to be able to coach the challenger?
Yeah.
You guys, this is where you having the experience makes all the difference in the world. You can't coach something you don't know, okay? Now that doesn't mean you have to do every single workout program there is. But I said this back when 80-Day Obsession came out and I was advising against pregnant women doing the workout. And they were like, oh, I want to do it so bad, and people are asking me questions. Just because you're not doing the workout doesn't mean you can't watch every single video start to finish. This is your job, right? This is your job. If you're serious about being a coach, whether you're looking to help one person or 100 people or 1,000 people, it is still your job to know the products inside and out. So when a new product launches, you should get it. And even if it's not your jam, even if it's not your soulmate program, and you're in the middle of 21-day fix, but 6 weeks of the work comes out, you should at some point set aside 40 minutes in your day to watch whatever that workout is for that day. Hear what on Wallet is saying, see what equipment is used, see what the background people are saying about how they're suffering, what they're going through, what they're feeling, because you can't coach something that you don't know. Doesn't mean you have to have every answer in the world, but you have to have a baseline understanding of it. So when people are going through that, just like 80-Day Obsession, phase 2 came along, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks into phase 2, everybody was freaking out that they weren't losing weight. But mind you, they had just lost like 10, 12, and 15 pounds in 27 days in phase 1. It's normal. I know that because I'd already taken people through the program. I've been in the fitness industry long enough to say, guys, it's okay. Your body's just doing a systems check. But you don't know that unless you're tuning into that workout every single day. Because guess what? During the workouts in 80-Day, I even say that. I say, here's where we're at. It's week 2. Maybe you're feeling tired. Maybe you're feeling like the weight isn't coming off as fast as it did in week 1 through 4. Here's why. So the biggest thing is for you guys to know your products inside and out. If you want to be able to speak better on the nutrition, get certified as an ultimate portion fix coach, or get certified as a 2B mindset coach. Really, you should be certified in both if you're a Beachbody coach, because not one program is going to work for everybody. So the more you know, the easier it is for you to coach. And if you don't have an answer, all you have to say is, I don't know, let me find out. They're not going to think you're stupid. They're not going to think you're a bad coach. They're just going to wait for you to find out. And then there's also the other side of that, which is tough love, which is if you know the answer's there in their book or in their video and they're being lazy, tell them where to go find it. Because it's also not your job to like handhold and just tell them exactly what to do. It is your job to make them figure it out for themselves. So don't be afraid to do that as well. Let me do one more question because Joan's giving me the way in the back.
Recommendations for people that have lost weight and have loose skin to tighten it up?
Anyways, to tighten up loose skin. No. No, honestly, here's the thing, you guys. Loose skin is loose skin, and you can do, first of all, be proud. Be proud of the fact that you lost weight, and be proud of the fact that you're healthier, and that's okay. Right? Like, it's okay. Look, it happens with moms after they have babies. We have loose skin, things like that. If you lose weight, fantastic. So it's not always about that, but I'm also going to be real. Let me just be real and say, I get it. You lose a bunch of weight, you want to feel really good, and if you have loose skin and that doesn't make you feel good. Unfortunately, there's only so much that will happen with exercise and nutrition. At that point, it becomes a choice on your part as to whether or not you want to have that surgically removed. But really, that's the honest answer, is that, you know, there's all these gimmicks out there that will tell you this will tighten your skin and that will. And look, collagen and things like that, those are great and they will help a little bit, but they're not going to help if you've lost 50 or 100 pounds and you have a significant amount of skin hanging. Like, taking collagen is not going to just, like, suck it back up and tighten it. It's not. So, it's one, it's about celebrating all your hard work, and then two, that would be your choice. Okay, I think we're done. She's pulling the mic from me. Oh yeah, wait, I have to ask 2 questions. Who in the audience bought $100 worth of raffle tickets? There was somebody that bought $100 worth of raffle tickets. Who is that? Come on, who is it? Own it. No, this is not a bad thing. You're going to be mad if you don't. Who? Anybody? Who bought the $100 worth of raffle tickets? Is your significant other in the room? I'll make the call one more time. I'll ask for it later. That's crazy. And then what was the other one? Oh wait, who are the 2 girls that? Wait, actually, well, I don't know. Who thinks they drove the furthest to get here, or traveled the furthest? How far? Texas.
Okay.
Did you drive or fly?
Fine.
How long was that?
Yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Who drove? Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot. Who thinks they drove the furthest? How many? No? Who else? 5 hours? Anybody longer than a 5-hour drive?
Oh, 5.
Wait.
5.5.
Okay. Is that traffic? Where'd you drive from? Where?
15 minutes.
Canada. Anybody else longer than 5.5?
Right there.
6?
Yeah,
Where'd you drive from? Ooh, Jersey. All right, girl. All right. Jersey, if you want to join me on stage for the workout, you can. And if you find the person who bought $100 in raffle tickets, they are all going to join me on stage as well. Do you want to cough it up now? By the way, we'll recognize you when we figure it out. Okay. Are we changing now? Like, doing workouts? Or what are we doing? I'm passing it